Hey everyone, Patrick here, welcoming you back to another episode of Cosmic Crit and another week of adventures and podcasts in both Starfinder and Pathfinder land. After such an amazing CritterCon with our fourth year as a podcast raising money for charity, we are setting our sights here at Cosmic Crit on the next goals and milestones we want to accomplish in 2021. We are rapidly approaching the end of Season 3 with Starfinder's Attack of the Swarm, and we're getting ready for Season 4 and the return of fan favorites Knack, Adros, Raimi, Andis, and of course Alindra. That day is fast approaching, so stay tuned to this feed as we make more and more announcements, getting closer to the excitement of Season 4. We are playing a lot more and more of Pathfinder 2nd Edition here, as well as gaming on our second podcast, Dead Men Roll No Crits. First 9 episodes, I believe, when you're listening to this, are going to be available and up for free on our website. And if you like it and you want more, you can support us on Patreon, and there's about another 30 to 40 episodes in there. You can catch up to where we are currently on the Patreon podcast, and that's the end of Book 2 of Skull and Shackles AP. But in addition to that, we're going to be trying to stream some more, maybe some more varied content on the Twitch. And tonight, when this episode drops on May 10th, we're going to be playing a short Pathfinder quest on our Twitch at 9 p.m. EST, EDT. Check us out at twitch.tv/CosmicCrit and watch as I GM and run 5 players through an Aslanti dungeon. But it might not be the players that you expected, and it's definitely not going to be the player characters you might have guessed at. Anyways, that's going to do it for this week's intro. We got a fun episode to get to this week, so let's get to it. This is episode 184. We're calling it the Thresh Prince of Brinnoa.
Episode commencing in 3, 2, 1. Episode initiated.
Let's flip Ariel and kick it into gear this week as we drop into the half-pipe, grind a rail, and pick up floating tapes in this week's episode of The Cosmic Hawk Crit Skater. This is your GM Patrick here, your gold medal skateboarder, and I'm kick flipping from Birdside and Portland down to the hilly streets of San Fran, and joining me in timed versus mode are my 5 friends and fellow boarders. To my right, she's one Benihana into an airwalk away from breaking from flight into orbit. It's Rebecca rolling with Zinnia.
Hello.
Across from her, he collected the letters to spell out SKATE. It's Drew delivering Echo 7.
Caca! I'm ready to grind.
To my right, he's one nose grind to 50-50 away on his shield from retirement. It's Tyler dredging up the Vasha.
Yo ho, Patrick.
Yeah, wrong podcast. Across from him, his energy bar is all the way filled up, and they're ready to swing a board like a sword. It's Jabert playing as stressed.
Sword board.
Board, sword, and across the digital table. Why? He's so small. He's not even a half pipe. He's like a little quarter pipe. It's Miles mixing up with Sprouts.
Good evening. This game was the game that sort of taught me that I can't take direction very well, because my friend just kept telling me every time I'd played, be like, hey man, you just gotta not get greedy, and I'd be like, go to hell, and I'd just like keep mashing buttons the whole time I was in the air, and then I would always face plant.
Is this like a Tony Hawk game?
Yeah, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Yeah.
Pro Skater.
Like, that would have been 150,000 points if I had landed, but who cares about that?
Right. I always wanted that extra 500 points. I wanted to do one more ollie before I hit the ground.
I almost, instead of saying hello, tried to make a skateboarding reference, but then second guessed myself.
Let's start over. We want to hear it.
I was gonna say I do an ollie or something like. I think that's a thing, right? You do an ollie,
Yeah.
Just like the skateboarders say.
That's like the first trick you learn.
Rebecca can kickflip IRL, just so you know.
The soundtrack to this game was so influential.
Oh, Pro Skater 2,
so many people,
so rad.
Yeah. Good games, good times. I've wanted to check out the
remaster.
Revamped, the remaster from last year, but I just don't want to go into it and be like, oh man, high school Patrick was such a better gamer than 80-something-year-old Patrick. Also, that's one of those games I definitely spent a lot of time in.
Also, the real Tony Hawk's Twitter account is a wholesome gold mine. If you're ever having a bad day, get on Twitter, go to Tony Hawk's Twitter account and just read through everything, because it'll make you happy.
It makes me so happy when he posts videos of people not knowing who he is.
Yes, they're very good.
When he gives his credentials or name to someone and they're like Tony Hawk, like the skateboarder, and he's like, yeah, yeah, like the skateboarder.
Oh man!
Yeah, my favorite tweet was when he pulled up to the drive-through window and the person taking his money was like, "Are you Tony Hawk?" He's like, "Yeah," and they just shouted back to the cooks, "It's like Tony Hawk's at the window," and he heard back from the cooks, "Who?"
It's so good. It's so good.
So good. Oh man, it's a great read.
Yeah, and he's one of those names that even if you know nothing about skateboarding at all, you know the name Tony Hawk.
Oh yeah. Oh,
yep.
That's. I think I knew it before the video game. Just the legend of the skateboarder. Guys, when we last left off, we were mid battle. We had a little bit of a cliffhanger in the Brinnoa starport. Let's jump back into it, and here to give us a full battle recap, let's turn to Sprouts Marlowe, plant investigator, who's going to tell us what happened last time on Cosmic Crit.
We hit the tarmac harder than a transgalactic freighter after a long flight out of Absalom, and we did it with the force, the entire SDF. While snipers and squadrons fought off the swarm hoi polloi, we engaged a unit of Korvax guerrillas that was stomping out a small ship from landing. After dealing with them, we decided to go take over the custom building. But that's where Zinnia made a mistake. In trying to sense out the swarm with her new hive jack, she put herself in the firing line of some swarm Volforma. Now it's time to pronk them up.
How messed up would it be if you had to roll a new character in book 6 of the AP or a bit?
I've been so tempted.
Expecting, honestly, that Zinnia is going to die at this point, because she spent all of book 5 not fighting Swarm. She is putting herself in harm's way at this point.
You've got some things going for you, because you're still under the battle mind link with Miles's character Sprouts, but that just means all needs to happen is both of you to roll one initiative and me to roll like a 20. And it's like, whoop, it's Blade Storm time.
It's so funny because, as things have been ramping up in these books and gotten crazier and crazier, every time that I have to give one of my little case file Sprout stories, I'm always so tempted when things are so chaotic, just being like, this is Sprouts Morrow. Welcome to Jackass.
I just listened to 4 weeks ago the episode, the end of the Swarm Connection battle where Echo 7 teleports away and you just like fall from underneath where you were sitting on his shoulder. It makes me think of that exactly.
And yes, by the way, I should have just said I'll be back, but I didn't say it, and I feel stupid about it.
Everybody,
you've been beating up yourself.
Hasta la vista, baby. You had so many options.
So many things I could say. I was just so focused on the task at hand.
I was trying to type it into. I was trying to type it into.
Drew,
into the Roll20.
On behalf of everybody else, you did the right thing. You did the right thing.
Tyler hates my Schwarzenegger impression. Everybody, tell him on Discord how wrong he is.
It's not just Tyler. I love you, Drew, but it's not just Tyler.
Guys, let's get back into the action this week. Let's roll some initiatives, as indeed Zinnia is sticking her neck out for 2 large swarm Thresher Lords come crashing through the building's hallways. They're knocking over stanchions. They beat up the "please keep your space baggage on you at all times" sign. And we've got a battle mind link, and you've got a little bit of a bonus here, Rebecca. Oh, and you rolled. Oh man,
that's actually a 35 on initiative.
Almost as high as you can on initiative. You might be okay.
come on.
And I've rolled a 1 on initiative.
Well, you probably beat me.
Perfect.
I rolled a 5.
I get +9 then,
I
don't
rolled
I?
a 3 this time. Ugh.
Oh.
Since because we're spirit linked or whatever.
Yeah, so you rolled a 17 essentially. So add whatever your bonus is +2, right? Is it +2?
Right.
Right. Okay.
Oh, so this is actually 37 on my initiative roll.
Why do we even roll? I feel like every combat starts the same way. The 2 operatives at the top, Echo's following them,
I mean,
then the
that's how
bad
it's
guys,
supposed to go,
then
though.
Trest and Devasho alternating which one's on the bottom every other thing.
Well, if you battle mindling the 2 operatives, they're definitely going first. Zinnia, you are first in the turn order as this one is ready to just bring down a massive arm blade, size of, I don't know, like a massive chainsaw.
Your
I was
mom.
about to say a chainsaw, but it's the size of your mom. No, it's probably twice the length of like one of its legs. This huge blade, like a reaper's scythe, coming down at your neck. What
So
you want
about
to
the
do?
size of Sprouts' mom.
Did I identify these guys in particular already?
You fought them before. You'll have to roll again
Okay.
if you can figure out some things this time.
She's a little distracted right now. So
Mm.
that's only a 29 to identify.
Let's see here. That is enough to know one thing right now about these swarm Thresher Lords. What would you like to know?
Okay. Do they have any special attacks?
Attacks? Yes. Most def, their special offensive ability is called Blade Storm, and it allows them to make 3 attacks. 3 melee attacks instead of 2 when doing a full attack.
All right, so I want to get out of melee range for sure. I see this gigantic arm blade in front of me. She is going to back way up.
You want to try acrobatics your way through?
What do you mean?
Do you want to not provoke attack of opportunity?
Oh, can I do that?
Yeah, so with
They haven't acted yet. Do they have a reaction?
Yeah. So these guys moved right up on you, so they are aware and have acted.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, is it just an acrobatics check to move back and not provoke?
So this is tumbling past their threatened area. So it is a difficult acrobatics check. It's 15 plus 1.5 the opponent's CR, and
If I fail, what happens? Is this just a move action?
provokes technically a couple of attacks of opportunity because they're both threatening the square that you were in.
Okay.
With the DC, it is going to be a 32. Looking for a 32.
All right. I have a pretty good shot at that. We'll see. I could have taken 10 on that,
No.
which probably would have been wise.
Your notes say take 10.
Take 10 when you can. Yes, that's a 6 on
Too
the
bad I
dice.
don't read my notes until after I rolled, and then,
That's not going to do these things. Well,
All right.
you're soaking up these attacks of opportunity for your friend. This one is around the corner, so you're getting a +4 cover bonus from where it's trying to, basically attack you through the wall. That's
Okay.
going to be the first attack. Okay. Oh, maybe it's good. What's your armor class right now?
Casey,
That is correct.
29.
Okay. Well, good news and bad news. I've rolled a 19 and a 5. The 5 is a miss. The 19 is a hit.
Okay.
So little damage coming your way. 31 points of damage. This one slashes at you and just manages to clip your leg as you fly backwards. Make an attack this round.
Yes, I am going to shoot with my pistol, which I assume is out because, she was,
We are
Fucking
mid combat. Yeah.
yeah. All right, this has a +1 because these are swarm creatures. Attacking the one in the doorway, obviously. That is a 17 on the trick attack. And a 25 on the attack.
Tricked and hits.
Awesome. So it is now flat-footed, and that takes 28 plus 13 damage.
Whoa, 41?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's the way to
Pretty
start
good.
off. Yeah. And just a reminder from last week, these guys seem to have been pinned down here in this building from other SDF gunfire, as they have they sport some wounds on them. Not major wounds, but they have taken some damage already. That is Zinnia's turn. I'm guessing making this guy flat-footed here in front of you.
Yes, it is flat-footed.
Then we are on to Sprouts Marlowe, who's back in the hallway on top of Echo 7.
All right. So, can I see what's going on at all, or?
I mean, you barely have line of sight. Actually, I don't think you do have line of sight to this one that's in the hallway adjacent to the room that you're in. So you've seen Zinnia fly backwards and blast something in that hall, but you can't see these guys from where you're at on Echo 7.
Okay.
I guess maybe just like a corner of
this one right in the middle of the hallway.
One of them. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
All right.
I don't know. It's hard to say here. That'd be like the barest of minimum.
All right. Well, if I can see him enough to where I'm going to target him, I'm going to move right next to Zinnia and shoot with my semi-auto pistol.
All right, make that attack.
All right. Sierra 13 and 25 to hit.
Oh, tricked and hits against
So
AC.
he's already flat-footed, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then I'm going to make him off target and give him 40 points of damage.
Oh, look at you, operatives, doing a whole bunch of damage. That one's bloodied, and we are on to Echo 7.
All right. Echo is going to click the wrong button. He's going to move right in here, get into a little bit of melee range, and just take a punch.
Melee range. You're a madman. Go for it.
Yeah. Well, the attack of opportunity already spent on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to hit him with a hammer fist.
True.
It's a 35 to hit.
19 on the dice. Super hit.
So that's going to be 21 points of damage.
Ooh, Oakley Dokley here. Let me get the old standard calculator out. All right, still up, and it is now Tavasho's turn. Wait, no.
What are you
Tavasho,
doing?
Trest is next. Sorry, you've got slightly better bonus, Trest.
Yay. Let's see here. Where's my move speed these days? Looks like 30 feet. Do. I can move to here. Let's see. I might actually use a standard action while I'm standing back here to cast a spell.
Magic time.
Let's see. I think my minute spells already wore off. So, I'll just pop a Wisp Ally, I think. And so I don't think I've ever used that spell before, but it's a little fun one.
Yeah, it's kind of what you do with summons normally. It like gives a bonus to someone, right? To attacking a target.
I
Or
think
everyone, right?
it's like a hindering against a certain enemy.
I think you could choose one option or the other. What was it called again?
Wisp Ally. You draw forth otherworldly energy to create a small spherical floating wisp that can distract your enemies in combat. You can direct it as a move action. If it occupies the same space as an enemy, it provides your choice of either harrying fire or covering fire.
Right.
And I honestly can't remember what harrying fire and covering fire do. It's been a long time.
Harrowing gives the next person to attack.
I see. Right.
A bonus, and covering gives the next person attacked from that person an armor bonus.
Right. Then let's say we're gonna cover. I'm gonna try to fog up this guy's viewfinder.
Mm-hmm.
Or I mean, I guess they call them eyeballs. and move forward 30.
We don't know what they call them.
And I have my magic sword. That's my turn.
Yeah, it does it automatically. You don't have to roll anything for Wisp Ally, which normally with covering fire, you do have to technically make an attack roll against AC 15 because you're trying to shoot like around someone to make them duck behind cover or what have you. Mm-hmm. Okay, then that brings us to Devasho.
Well, we have an interesting combat layout going on here, ladies and gentlemen. One of those not very good for large creatures.
Didn't think that forward, did we, huh?
Well, my other Thresher's feeling the same pain as you.
Yes. So there's a Thresher Lord. There's a doorway. And on one side is a Thresher Lord. On the other side is Trest and Echo 7. And on the then there's Devasho waiting in the wings and another Thresher Lord waiting in the wings, neither of which can pass through the doors.
The reserves.
Patrick, does Devasho know of any other entrance into this area?
Nothing that you've seen.
Okay.
Sounds like it's bottleneck territory.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Solar Attunement. I'm going to spend a resolve point to become fully attuned. And then we're going to use Solar Acceleration to try to help out everybody else. This doesn't really help out the operatives, but Solar Acceleration does grant everyone haste.
Ooh.
So my melee combatants here can potentially full attack and then move if they so wish, but that will be all that that's my standard action. And then I guess as a move action, I will wreath myself in flame and wait for an opportunity.
Alrighty, it's the swarm's turn. And I think what's going to happen is first, this one in the back is going to try his best to get past Trest and Echo 7 without provoking an attack of opportunity, as it's going to climb up on top of the ceiling here over its teammate. So they do have they have a fly speed too. I'm going to make an acrobatics the same way Rebecca did to try and get past your guys' defenses. So let me do that first. 2 on the dice. Not going to do. So moving over your heads. Where can I do this? Here. Won't provoke from Devasho, but will Echo 7 and Trest as it moves behind you guys, provoke an attack of opportunity. So this is the one that's not been hit by you guys, and oh boy, Trest, that's a hit.
30 to hit, and 32 is my damage.
Oh boy, this is not a great idea. And that's a hit to Drew. You guys are rolling pretty well. A double digits so far.
So can I just clarify, if I'm doing half strength bonus and my strength bonus is 5, is that a 3 or a 2?
2.
Okay. You need to give one of those dudes 1 HP back. So that'd be 22 points of damage.
Okay, so that is 54 in total between you guys. And that guy took a whole bunch of damage just to get out over there. And I don't think it was worth it. Let's see. Yeah, so it had a double move to fly over your heads, which means it's only this really hurt one. His turn. And he'll throw an attack at each of you, Echo and Trest. I guess technically he's flanking with Trest. So let me do that attack first. 12. What is your armor class, Trest? I think that's going to do.
KAC is 31.
Okay, so that's a hit. And Echo 7. Ooh, just a 4. What's your armor, KAC?
32.
That is going to be a miss, but 1 hit on Trest cuts through the armor for 28 points of damage. Okay, wow, that's their entire turn, which means we're back to top with Zinnia. Got another one, more fresh Thresher Lord right in front of you, 10 feet away from you, Rebecca.
All right. Zinnia is going to... Does it have reach? Have I observed it having reach?
Yeah. So it has at least 10 feet that you have observed here.
All right, and it would still have its reaction. So flying backwards may not be worth the risk right now. She's just gonna kind of stand her ground. Oh wait, I'm gonna provoke if I shoot from here.
Yarp.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, in that case, I'm going to provoke either way. So I'm going to move backwards a bit. Can I attempt an acrobatics to try to tumble away?
I think so, yeah. It's part of a move action.
Why did that roll twice? That was a 33.
That's a success.
And she is going to shoot from her new position at the back wall.
Okay, shoot the one that's closest to you now.
Yeah, the closest one.
Gotcha.
That is a 17 or lower on the trick, so that goes off in a 33 on the attack.
Yeah, that's tricky.
Woo!
For a total of 34 damage.
Okay, that one's bloody now as well. Got a couple bleeding big ol' Thresher Lords and putting the the trick on this one, so that one's flat-footed now. Sprouts Marlowe, onto you.
All right, so Sprouts is going to target. Let's see, both of my teammates are now in the way for my original target. So he's going to assume that his partners can take out the one that he was firing at before, and he's going to target Zinnia's new friend and back up next to her and take a shot.
So your movement does not provoke, but a shot would. You did that in correct order.
Yeah.
All right. Tricked and what is this? 2 hits. Oh no.
22 to hit.
22 against KC flat-footed. That's a miss. Oh no. So close, so far. Oh god, that would have been a lot of damage.
That would have been it for him too.
That would have been 50 something damage. Okay. Still up, still dangerous. Echo 7. You got 2 of these guys right around you now.
All right, we're gonna take aim at the one that we have been punching. We're gonna throw out another hammer fist.
Punchy. Single attack. Okay.
It's 22 to hit.
As a miss. It's no longer flat-footed. Yeah. Oh no. Maybe I'm getting a turn 2. Let's see. Triss, do you want to give your GM a present? A early episode present here. Not present. Not roll rocks, please.
I'm going to give you the following present. I'm going to spend a level 2 spell to activate my weapons of war.
Oh boy.
The present is I'm going to only make 1 attack.
Oh yes, because that's a move action.
Yeah, it's
okay. All right, maybe.
All right, against this flat-footed one.
Oh, the one behind you now. You're attacking.
Yeah, 37 to hit.
Oh, that's a hit.
37 points of damage.
Oh no! Oh, he's still up, but he's not doing well.
Devasho, this one's all yours.
Oh, yes, because Devasho is hasted, so I can get into flanking position, and I can beat the living snot out of each and every one of you.
Uh-oh. Moving up on this one that is flat-footed, that Trest and Zinnia have attacked this turn. He's looking pretty wobbly. You doing a full attack?
I'm doing a full attack.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember. Do we know if these have DR? Should I attack with the Talon Sword or the shield? I can't remember what we know.
I don't think we know. They have DR. No. I mean, you've been inside these things before.
That's
you guys have a pretty good idea of most.
I've been you. Now go away. 33 to hit.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
32 points of damage.
18s on the dice. I don't like these. Yes, that one is dead.
Oh no, I accidentally rolled. Oh no! No! No!
You wasted a crit, you foolish
so
fool.
high.
You foolish fool. You smash your body into this thing, just obliterating it in solar flame.
That was almost a cosmic crit that I just wasted.
Oh no, that by our adjoining rules that it was a failed cosmic crit or a wasted cosmic crit because you rolled max damage on at least 2 dice in your normal damage and your crit damage. It's all greens in roll 20, and we don't like to see that. Anyway, I somehow still have a Thresher Lord alive. Thank you guys, and I'll go ahead and do a Blade Storm. Why not? And let's see who's getting the extra attack between Trest and Echo. That's going to be Trest. Probably not good because he got the. Well, I guess you both have really good armor. 2 attacks. And
this guy does have covering fire on him.
Oh yeah. So the first one will give you. Wait, does that work for you? Yes. First one will be at +2 to your armor class. Ooh, got to roll really high on that one. Oh! I did it! I rolled an 18 and a 20.
What a double slap in the face.
I'm the best at this game. Yeah, for real. Oh, there's a 19 for Drew. Drew, you're not getting out of this one either, apparently.
I love you, Tyler. I just need you to know that for all of this.
Let's do another shout out to one of our new Patreon subscribers, Brian M, who says shout out to Kate, Mike, Xander, and Kate. And a huge thanks to Patrick for helping me bring together the best Midnight Squad a guy could ask for. Hey,
we're not allowed to thank Patrick right now.
Thanks I'm going to thank you for this 18, this 19, and this 20 on the attacks. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage. These guys are still though under level to you, so I can't take a card. It's just straight damage.
Boo hoo.
That's a lot of damage. Oh boy. All right. Are you ready for this? Trest. It's a lot.
I suppose so.
A crit and a hit. 81 points of damage.
Oh no.
That's from both attacks?
Yes, that's the crit and the hit.
All right.
You're still up, yeah?
I am still up.
You're a beefy boy. Let's see Echo 7. Do some more damage here. That's 31 points of damage on Echo 7. Obviously, Echo 7's still up too. 1 or 2 Threshers, you guys can. It's not. I mean, I don't even know why you all are fighting in this combat. Not everyone needed to get out of bed this morning. As we go to turn 3 and Zinnia.
All right, Zinnia is going to move forward a bit just to minimize cover on this Thresher that is through the doorway. Is it still behind cover because of my friends that are blocking the doorway?
Maybe slight cover, yeah.
Okay. And she's
Sorry, don't end your turn next to me. Sorry.
Oh yeah, he's on fire.
I'm on fire.
That's a great question. Or a great not question. That's a great point. Let's see. Just want to make sure I have a clear shot.
Yeah.
I'd have it from there, right?
Oh yeah. If you hit it with a flat-footed, it'll be like a straight roll, basically. They're given maybe a +2 circumstance bonus to cover.
All right, so trick goes off because I'm taking 10, but that's a natural 1 on the attack.
Oh, it is.
The luck
boy,
is turned.
Yeah, you could feel the momentum shift on a dime, folks.
Yeah, how the turntables, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Critical fumble deck from Paizo or the fan submitted. Got both ready right here.
Let me do Paizo this time. I think I usually do the website.
Okay, and this is an energy attack. Energy and it's a fire laser pistol. Okay, let's see here. Don't look down the barrel. You are dazed for 1 round. Not that bad.
Okay.
I don't think you're gonna get another turn. So
yeah.
Sprouts,
I think
Marlowe. Right. Hey. Don't underestimate your guys' bad roll. All right, please. Let me dream of taking another Blade Storm. Sprouts, onto you.
All right. Sprouts is gonna target the last standing bad guy and take a shot at him. Shoot through somebody's legs.
Oh no,
That's a miss.
Oh, it's a miss.
Oh,
It's not
Miles.
tricked. Oh boy, putting pressure on the melee characters here, guys. Putting pressure on.
All that damage.
Echo 7 onto you. No pressure, but a lot of pressure.
But a lot of pressure. Yeah.
Like several tons of massive bug pressure.
Yeah, hammer fist one more time. That's not a full action, right? That's just a standard attack.
Yeah, I think it's just a melee attack.
Should
You are hasted though, so you have a move action even if you full attack.
Does that include my soldier's onslaught where I attack 3 times?
No.
That is. I think Soldier's Onslaught does count as a full attack. So yeah, yes. I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I want to recommend
As long as you take the -6.
taking -6 to your attack.
So
Yeah, I'm gonna hit twice. I'm not gonna do the full. So we're gonna try this twice. We're gonna fish a little bit.
yeah, you got this.
Oh no! Oh no!
This is good. You rolled twice, right?
At least
This would have been your
twice.
only roll. Yeah,
One.
you made the right decision.
Natural 1.
Oh, Drew, don't hit me.
Critical fumble. Oh no! Going in for more pain. A 3 on the dice.
I just want to remind everybody listening, this is Tyler's fault. This is all Tyler's fault. He wasted a crunking cosmic crit on a misclick, and now the entire team
cursed
is
us.
suffering.
What? Curse them. What do you want for your
Give me
Drew? You want?
that sweet piezo deck, baby.
Was
All
nice
right,
to Rebecca.
melee attack. Nice to Rebecca. She doesn't get a turn. Kinetic attack.
Could be worse.
Hangnail. You take a -1 penalty to attack rolls until a successful medicine check to treat deadly wounds restores any of your hit points, or you receive magical healing.
That's not bad.
So, well, yeah, you've rolled a 13 and then that second one would have been a 14 on the attack consecutively. Oh boy, Tress, the pressure she's on.
Oh boy. Well, it's a good thing I've got haste. So I'm going to spend my extra move action.
I'm sorry, can I move real quick? Because I can do that.
Yeah. Do you want to try and move so you don't provoke?
Yeah, I'm just going to take a guarded step. That should just get me out of the range of this.
Great.
Mm-hmm. And just leave Tress there. All right. Well, what you got, Tress? You moving forward?
I'm moving forward, so.
Oh boy.
All right. So hasty, guarded step forward, and 2 attacks.
Oh boy.
Come on.
I believe.
Whoop.
Believe in the spirit of the dice.
Oh, only a 21 on that one. All right.
Oh, that's a miss.
That's why you roll twice.
Exactly.
That's why big brains roll twice.
Yeah.
Full attack.
100.
Oh no, 23.
Oh no! Against KC, that is a miss.
Bad news, everybody.
Oh, Devasho. There's a lot of pressure now. You are next. Right before this Thresher gets another bite at the apple to take this team down. What you got, Tyler?
I mean, I don't think I can reach him. Like with my melee.
You have a 10-foot reach, right?
Yeah.
You can move behind Trest and.
But is he going to get cover for that? Because there's a half wall kind of.
I think you would get cover. I don't think it would get cover from.
Would it get cover from me standing there?
Not on melee.
Okay.
If you have a reach, I think you'd be able to reach over someone.
We are kind of the Thresher Lord and Devasho are tall, so we're just fighting over the top of Trest, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess technically you would both normally get cover. I'll just say that's. You're ducking out of the way now, Trest. You're like, it's time for the big uns to fight.
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining this fight now where Devasho and the Thresher Lords, like the Thresher Lords' outer bigger arms are fighting, and then Trest is fighting the Thresher Lords' little mini arms underneath.
Oh, yeah, the shield is blocking now this massive blade from trying to come down on Trest, the Solarian shield, and you've got like a smaller blade appendage blocked with your sword down there, Trest. Oh, it's an epic battle, and the dice have been pretty epic so far. Lots of highs and lows.
Yes.
Is it full attack time?
It is full attack time.
Oh boy.
I mean, I've already rolled a 20 this evening, so I'm obviously on fire. Jabert is staring daggers at me.
Once you say that, it's like on fire like a Tibetan monk. You've immolated yourself and
25. That's good enough, right?
Oh, that's a hit.
Yeah, 31 points of damage. I told you.
It's still
I
up.
told you.
Oh, no. It's still up after that.
Oh, but there's another one. 28. I told you. I told
Another
you.
one.
30
Another
points of damage.
Yeah, no, that is a hit, and that will take this guy down. Woo!
So what's your fire damage?
I was about to say, apply your fire damage to Echo and Thresh now.
When you are attuned or fully attuned, any creature that starts its turn adjacent to me, half my Solarian level. So 5.
Okay.
All right, now that we're out of combat, can I run over with some handy dandy biohacker syringes and give people some serums?
I mean, if that's what you got to do here, yeah. I imagine we've got some people in HP damage and everyone else.
Yeah, I'm still in SP damage myself, so I will gladly give one to Tress. I know he's in HP damage, right?
I have 6 hit points left.
Yeah, so take 3d8
Wow.
3d8 hit points back.
I would have felt
Which
so
is
bad.
why, like, when Drew was like, I'm getting out of here, I was like, what?
I'm better with the gun, man. I'm better with the gun.
Anyone else in HP damage?
No, I just
No?
need
I
need to treat deadly wounds to get rid of this status effect.
I knocked out both those Thresher Lords, meaning once again, Battle Leader didn't help at all.
I can help with treat deadly wounds too, I think, right?
Yeah, or if you get any magical healing, that would be put back. Treat deadly wounds in this situation would be just like a medicine check to heal.
Oh no, that's only a 3 on that die, but that's a 25 to medicine check.
Yeah,
And I have an advanced med kit, so I think
it's DC 20 with the advanced
And
med kit.
are we taking a 10-minute? I'm assuming yes.
Yeah, I'd recommend.
Yeah.
I would like to myself. Yes.
I'm good.
Yeah, you didn't take
Thank
any
you,
damage,
Mouse.
right, Sprouts? Sprouts is just the slipperiest character. I don't know how I can like do damage to this teeny plant.
I distinctly remember you giving Sprouts a meteor punch from a golem that just about sent him into a different plane of existence.
Yeah, I also remember that. So
It's very different the gameplay between Echo and melee and Echo at range, because like I haven't taken a hit in like three fights. Just it's fine. Now I'm just punching things and getting punched back. It sucks. I shouldn't do that.
Jabber, did you roll your healing, or do you want me to do that?
No, how much is that?
3d8.
Okay, I need like 12 more of those. but thank
I mean,
you.
I have more. I can craft them as a biohacker. So.
Right, so you guys can take some time and rest amidst these corpses here and heal up. I did not forget that we still have Sprouts Marlowe in detective mode. You activated your ultimate ability as detective. You want to investigate the rest of this small building? There's a couple of rooms.
yes, he does.
All right, then we won't need to roll for this at all, as in the back chamber here, while destroyed in a mess, your detective vision indeed spots a magical item behind a destroyed chair, which you guys can figure out is a Mark IV Ring of Resistance.
Sprouts will eat that.
So just to clarify, no one else was in HP damage.
I don't believe so. So,
All right. So then this is for me.
what other heals do you need? Do you want to go ahead and treat deadly wounds as well before you use up all your potions?
Do I?
Or
Do you want me to do that?
Zinnia?
Yeah. Why don't you try? Yeah.
I can help you.
Oh, my mysticism is actually pretty. Or no, medicine.
Medicine.
Right? Yeah. Right. I was like, oh, wait, this is great. Oh, no.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's a 41 on that medicine check.
Not too bad.
So what's your intelligence modifier, Rebecca?
It is 5.
16? No, what level are you guys? Yeah, 11. 16 hit points back.
All right.
That's
be it.
And I have more of the serums if you need them. I have 3 prepared, I think.
All right, I'm at half HP right now. So,
You want to take 3 more of the serums, or are you going to use a spell?
I'm gonna use a channel.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pop up some HP.
heal thyself.
Full.
Yep, and if you're taking a 10-minute with that, you guys, everyone that burnt some SP can shake it off as you rest and
I'm
get back out.
I'm also taking this time to craft a grenade. So.
Oh, ooh, fun. You guys indeed get reports from units on the ground here checking in, saying the swarm isn't backing up their units and in places are retreating. You keep hearing over comms, maybe units checking in with some casualty reports on enemy positions around the starport, and checking in as they secure their different sectors of the spaceport. And after about a half hour or so, it's securely in SDF hands. Seems the mission was a success, and indeed, a few minutes later, you hear a beeping sound from outside, and you can go out and see Phil Hesserman and another officer in the motor pool pull up with some pulls up to your customs hut here with a couple of vehicles. It's these guys over here.
Sweet.
These babies are fueled and ready to go. It's a couple of hover brush stalkers. Make it so you can pass over rocky obstacles, though nothing over 3 feet or so, or it'll get a rough ride. He'll throw Zinnia the keys as he rode shotgun with you back the escape from Suskelin. Don't leave him the ignition, Zinnia. Got it. Who else wants to pilot one of these things?
Sprouts has piloting.
Mm-hmm.
Echo's got pretty good piloting too.
Oh, if you've got good piloting, then probably better than me.
Yeah, I've got 5 ranks, so
What's your bonus?
14.
Oh, I'm also 14. So if you want to pilot, go ahead.
Yeah, we'll pilot together. It'll be fun. You sit on my shoulder. We'll like I'll do the pedals, you do the steering wheel.
This seems very inefficient.
The other places on the vehicle, there's some passenger seats, 3 passenger seats, and there's 1 gunner seat, as there is indeed an advanced X-Gen, like heavy machine gun on the back of each of them. So
Sprouts, you can drive.
I'll be the navigator. I'll sit in the passenger seat.
Devasho's like, ooh.
You're just praying the entire time, like, oh please.
Devasho hops into the back of Zinnia's car and he's like, I've never shot a gun like this. I'll take this gun.
So I guess Sprouts will be the gunner?
I'll be the gunner. You can drive. I just said you can drive. I'll gun.
You literally just said that you wanted to drive.
Yeah, but then I said, Sprouts, you can drive, when we found out there was the big gun on the back.
Yeah. He pivoted positions pretty quickly once you said advanced X-Gen gun. That's kind of all it took.
Well, I mean, the most important thing about Sprouts driving is he gets to select the music.
That is important.
Ooh.
I'm fine with this.
Ooh. Thresh, who do you want to ride with? The shoulder buddies or Devasho and Zinnia? You rolling randomly.
Do you want to?
Looks like Devasho and Zinnia.
Ride with the more reliable driver.
I think like they're both both of the hover trucks are sitting a little low because they both got some pretty pretty heavy loads in them.
One's silent and somber, and one is blasting "You Give Love a Bad Name" by Bon Jovi.
I was going to ask what kind of music you putting on?
Ace Bon Jovi.
Zinnia, what are you blasting in the stereo?
All rise.
I feel like we have to do. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna go for let's say, well, this is more up Drew's alley, but 90s house music.
Oh boy.
That's what he's been listening to a lot lately.
All right. Echo and Echo and Sprouts. I'm coming with you guys. Let's roll.
I was going to say we should put on Space DMX as a tribute to that man.
I'd be okay with that. I'm not too picky. Honestly, Zinnia's she's got her eyes on the prize. She just wants to kill some swarm. Whatever will get her team pumped up.
DMX is a great musician to listen to when murdering hordes of swarm.
So you guys can spend some time coordinating on the ground here. The defenses, setting up the starport and stuff. Maybe going around tending to wounded where need be as they set up a base of operations inside this building that you just cleared out. You see some soldiers dragging these Thresher Lord corpses into a huge pile with other dead Korvoxes and Dredgers and Vorfoma, and maybe setting them ablaze. And maybe about an hour or so after you touch down, you get a call from Commander Najiri, who says, "Congratulations, Midnight Squad, on your invasion force. Looking at the numbers, we have suffered fewer casualties, fewer injuries than we feared. It was because all the birds were able to land, and with your help, you kept those units from being overwhelmed. On to other reports from the news, from the field. We sent the units we allocated to the Temple of Hylax in the mountains outside of Clutchstone Ridge, and already they have taken their place and have reported less swarm resistance than we initially anticipated. They seem focused, the swarm, on perhaps guarding the temple and not bothering these soldiers' fortified positions a short distance away, although we have had no physical signs of the god host in the structure. These soldiers believe they can hold off swarm advances for several days, so they say they've given you the time that you need to take Brinnoa. I want you to focus on making the city's invasion go smoothly. We sent units to the Arwell nuclear facility, and unfortunately they have not reported back. When you can, I would like you to look into their progress. It could be the radiation has damaged their comms, but regardless, we need to make sure that the site is secure.
Check it out.
There is an observation post you can access outside the reactor site before you engage. Though, if you do need to enter the building, your armor should protect you from much of the background radiation levels that we are detecting. Do you have any questions before you continue your mission?
Do we suspect there may be areas of higher levels of radiation than our equipment is currently capable of handling?
If there is a containment leak in the core, then it is possible it would be dangerous even for those that we sent in. But right now we are only able to determine low background level radiation at the site.
When was the last you heard from the troops there?
When they were getting ready to move into the positions, they checked in that they had landed a few blocks outside of the containment site, the reactor site, but haven't checked in since then.
Is it possible for radiation to interfere with Starfinder equipment?
Oh yeah, very much so.
Well, maybe that's the problem.
Well, like I said, they could have damaged their equipment, and they don't have any other way. There's no other way on the planet really to get those communications back up to the space dreadnought outside of military equipment.
Yeah, with our telepathic mind link, I'll be able to report back to Najiri whether or not there's some radiation. So
it works anywhere on the planet.
Anywhere on the plane.
Oh my goodness, you're so psychic.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's good to know. Yeah. So she says when you guys have time to check in there, is that where you want to head out to first?
I think so.
That sounds like a good start.
Yeah. Sounds like that's the directive. So
let's do it.
As you're getting ready to muster out, you get a emergency broadband call that many other officers, perhaps here in Brinnoa, get as well. It seems to be a focused, high energy kind of blast that starts out as static, but then comes in audio only message, seemingly from a northerly direction. And it is a voice that you guys recognize quite plainly that of an old scientist colleague of yours. This is Xantos Lochwort in Brinnoa Heights. I know we haven't gotten along in the past. I didn't know who else to contact. Something's gone wrong here. A bronze beam employed some mercenaries to supplement the SDF forces assigned to us. And, well, they turned on the soldiers. They're holding us hostage. As soon as they captured the target, they went forward with their plans. Their leader seems interested in getting the Psychovox off of planet. They set up a signal jammer, but I've managed to get this message out, bypassing it long enough to... There's a couple of gunshots in the background that interrupt him, and the signal goes dead.
Hold on, who was it? Guy. What was the group that he said was holding them hostage?
That he said that there was a mercenary group.
A mercenary group.
Supplementing the forces there. And if you recall, this is the group that was sent to protect the scientists in Brinnoa Heights that were attempting to capture and study a swarm Psychovox, a new unit that has not been seen in any swarm campaign thus far.
So our decision right now is whether we continue with our nuclear mission or divert to this.
Oh, Zinnia is definitely going to suggest that we divert to this. I mean, this is a hostage situation. Very, very dangerous for scientists to, not even scientists, for a mercenary group to be trying to take a swarm off planet for what nefarious purposes we can only possibly imagine. I mean, she would be very, very alarmed by this.
I agree with Zinnia. The status of the scientists in the nuclear facility is in question for sure, but we know that there are lives on the line in Brinnoa Heights.
And potentially more off planet if they succeed in their mission to take this swarm entity off planet. I mean, who knows what kind of havoc that might wreak elsewhere.
Indeed. What are the coincidences what are the consequences of a thermonuclear meltdown at the reactor? What are the odds of that?
We could always split the party.
I mean, do we have a sense of, is that one of the risks of not...
I believe
is that sort of one of the
from the planning
considerations?
Session, from the planning session, that thermonuclear reaction would affect everything on the map.
Right.
Yep. I mean, there's a lot of bad things that can happen. You've got several missions that are all going on at once here, including the Hualdi Dome and the Rendith Dam, where you sent some extra units to.
Sprouts has no problem continuing on to the reactor.
But however, friend
you don't get
Sprouts,
the reunion, your best friend.
May I offer an alternative selection? Who would you want to punish Lochwort? Us or some no-name swarm and mercenaries?
Don't even care.
This isn't about Lochwort, though. This is about an entire scientific community, an entire planet, and I mean, who knows?
And if that reactor goes off,
what the consequences might be, not only on this one planet and this one city, but elsewhere as well. And we don't know that the nuclear site has an urgent problem, do we? I mean, we have no evidence of that, but we do have evidence of a very clear hostage situation.
They just haven't checked in yet.
Well, that is not a good sign. In this game, that is not a good sign.
I mean, no, but we have we know for sure 100% that there is a bad situation happening where people are in very real danger and they are trying to take a swarm entity off planet. That is very, very, very concerning to Zinnia.
I mean, that is I don't know.
It's something Zinnia would do.
Zinnia has not tried to take a live swarm.
Zinnia has tried to take things at every corner.
She has tried to take samples. Crystals, sure, not living swarm.
Hey, look, it's
not living swarm.
It's
Also, Lochwort has my crystal. I need to get that back.
look,
the truth comes out. Here it really is.
Zinnia is the Burke that we know, not the Burke that we don't.
Yeah, I am. Gosh, it's a tricky thing. I mean, honestly, if you want Tress's input on hearing some other perspectives on this, seems like leaving our will reactor potentially endangers the entire mission here. And as much as I'd like to help our friend Lochwort in Brinnoa Heights, I say I would vote that we make for the reactor, lock that down as quickly as possible, and then make our way over to Brinnoa Heights as quickly as possible right after that. And
that's fine. Let's hope that we get there and find out there's no problem and we can rush down to where we know there is a problem.
Right,
I mean,
exactly.
That's the best case scenario, right? I mean, it's not very likely, but I think the Zinnia could potentially be convinced of that. Just make sure that this is okay, because, I mean, a nuclear reactor melting down would be a big problem.
That would be catastrophic for the whole operation. And so it's like giving the swarm another beachhead and losing the only resistance against the swarm in the sector would be the consequence of this.
We can do a 3-2 split. I mean, I mean, there is no. I mean, I agree. Like, I think it is very possible that if we go to the reactor and something is bad happening in the reactor, we will totally miss the chance to help the scientists and stop these mercenaries from getting a swarm component off planet. If so, it's just, if we do a 3-2 split, do we think we can tackle both problems at the same time?
Well, I mean, it's hard to say because we don't know exactly what the problems are, right? Like, we don't know exactly what's going on at the nuclear reactor.
We do also have
there's a fight somewhere.
We have two troop deployments in both places. So it's not like it's a true 3-2 split, because there are other soldiers that are on the ground there to support.
Sure, well, but we know the mercenaries have pretty much beat down the soldiers, so it's not like that. I don't know how much soldier backup support we're going to get in Brinnoa Heights, and the nuclear reactor is a true zero information game. So
like Commander Najiri said, there is a tower outside of the reactor that you can make observations from, and you guys have pretty fast vehicles. Maybe, depending on like how much terrain you have to go over, Arwell Reactor and Brinnoa Heights are about 10 minutes apart. If you do want to take one vehicle one place and one vehicle to the other and just do a scouting mission, you don't have to go inside either place and see what the situation on the ground is. Maybe there's soldiers in either location that can give you some info.
I think that's a good idea. I mean, if we send 2 people to the observation tower outside the nuclear, reactor, they may be able to pin it down pretty easy what needs to be done or what the status is.
Yeah. One
of those 2 people should be either Sprouts or Zinnia, because if engineering's involved, or anybody who has engineering, and then everybody else just goes to Brinnoa Heights and, tries to make sure nobody gets off planet until we can regroup. I don't know.
I mean, I can say that Zinnia is definitely, if those are our options, she's definitely going to go for Brinnoa Heights. Wait, where are we going?
Sprouts has good engineering.
Yeah. So he can go to the observation tower, and she would like to scout out the hostage situation with the scientists. That's definitely more dear to her heart.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then,
the only thing she cares about.
So then that kind of just leaves the 3 fighters to figure out where we want to go. I don't know.
I feel like Zinnia might want to stealth around and kind of sneak, unseen.
I feel called out.
The situation. So yeah, maybe not Devasha.
All right. Well, Devasha's off Team Nuclear Reactor. So.
Well, no, you're on Team Nuclear Reactor, right?
Oh, right. Yes, I'm on. Yes, I'm out of Team Brinnoa Heights. So yes. I'm on. I guess I'm with Sprouts. I don't think we need a third for the nuclear reactor to start out with.
Well, who's going with Zinnia?
All right, I'll go with Zinnia
and Echo, I guess.
And Echo?
Yep. because that's where the fight.
We only need 2 at the observation.
That's where the fight we know is. Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah. So if a fight breaks out, I think we'd rather have more bodies there. With the nuclear core situation.
Last words.
Yeah, I can't believe.
Who knows? There could be like 10 Thresher Lords.
Talk us into splitting the party here. This is insane. Yeah. I would like for Tyler to know how much I am like holding this all in, so I'm not just like, this stuff's balanced for 5 players, right, or 4 players.
Oh,
not
fine.
3 or 2.
I'm not saying we do a combat. I'm just saying let's go check it out.
I mean, how often do combats not find us, Tyler?
Okay, hold on. So
one
if
of
we
us
go
is
to
getting dead
observation
today.
tower,
I'm on fire, Jabert.
Guys, you have equivalent ranks, or at least one of you is a sergeant. You can requisition some other SDF soldiers to come with you. You got a couple more seats in each of these vehicles. They are level 2 creature, level 2 human soldiers.
Oh yes,
but literal red shirts.
Like not even B team.
A natural 20 is a natural 20. You know, if you want some backup.
Oh, good. They can double their 1d8 damage.
Yeah, why don't you tell Phil Hesserman and some other folks? Why don't we make up some new soldier names? Yeah, they go with you. You want to have some backup?
That'd be
yes.
Because I am on board for splitting the party. You never have to convince me to have a good time.
I mean, let's be clear though. We are not splitting the party completely. We are splitting the party exclusively for observation. We are not engaging in any combat.
No, nothing bad's gonna happen.
No, I mean, we will try to run away if we can.
Zinnia will succeed because she has wings and can just flap. Just flap. She'll see her in the wind.
Have good stealth. I'm gonna very quietly flap.
I'm gonna give
glide.
Each of you a couple of privates, some fresh-faced baby,
fresh recruits. I love it.
Yeah, from Ultranias and things like that.
Don't bother telling me your name. It will not matter.
Oh man, I got a wife, kids waiting for me back on
they
on
will
the
wait
home.
forever. I apologize.
I can't wait to get back to them. My 3-legged puppy. Father's got a big battle with a disease, infectious disease, but I think he's gonna pull through. And
he
also,
might.
I'm a
You
school
won't.
teacher.
Oh man, his tombstone's gonna have a lot of words on it.
All right. Well,
This is so dumb, y'all. We're gonna kill the party.
It's
Book
fine.
6.
It's fine. We just remake characters. It's not like the adventure stops.
So yeah, you guys
Adventure totally stops.
Can load up, and you're moving from the south side of Brinnoa, where the starport is located, the southeast side, and Team Devasho and Trest is going to Arwill Reactor to it.
It's Team Devasho and Sprouts.
Sprouts, yeah.
Oh, sorry, Devasho Sprouts. I'm looking at the figures here, and I'm just getting names wrong. Arwill Reactor for Sprouts and Devasho. Team Nuclear Reactor to get to this observation tower to observe from afar. Just observe. No way you can get in combat, right?
No, I mean, Sprouts can glimpse the truth where it's literally impossible.
Glimpse of truth is once per day, right?
That's bad news.
Well, see, I didn't glimpse of truth. I did my other one, Detective Sense.
I think last week you said you were doing glimpse the truth.
Yeah, I think you did say that.
I remember that.
You did. I do remember.
I think I was using my Detective Sense, which is the other one.
You might have meant to use Detective Sense.
What's Detective Sense?
At the 11th level, your incredible insights help you move and guess investigations around.
That's your divination. Did you want to use that instead?
Yeah, that's what I thought I was using. I don't remember what I did last week.
Well, that one is a resolve point, so you have to burn that, and it takes.
They're both resolve points, I think.
I don't know if Glimpse the Truth is, but
Yeah, it is. I spend 1 resolve point to gain the effects of true seeing for 1 round with a range of 60 feet. No, that's fine. I mean, I can not have. I've got one of the two. So.
Oh, then you can do that more than once per day if it's just a resolve point, right?
Yes.
For some reason, I thought
I have something I can. I have something I can only do once per day, but
yeah, for some reason I thought it was once per day. Anyway, yeah, so that's just a resolve point to use again. All right, and the other team going to Brinnoa Heights is Trest, Echo, and Zinnia. As you guys are headed out there, these brush stalkers indeed are like 1.5 tons. They've got these huge 6 powerful hover jets, and they boost you up off the ground and get you moving for a pretty smooth ride, as any of the destroyed rubble-strewn roads here are kind of no match for you. They are large land vehicles with a pretty much a maximum speed of about 60 miles per hour. Let's see here. As you guys are heading north, you see the destroyed city of Brinnoa, driving through the many demolished cities and neighborhoods around Brinnoa. The streets are indeed pockmarked, the highways nearly destroyed. Every once in a while, you get a whiff of fresh spring air that cuts through the smell of death and burning tires in the city's downtown as you all skirt around the eastern and western sides of the destroyed downtown area. There's some pretty large skyscrapers, some of which have been destroyed completely, that you miss from the skyline, some that are kind of half dilapidated, as you all remember seeing firsthand from a distance the SDF space station that crashed down here, and most of the fires that have raged throughout the city have left skeletal remains of steel and iron girders and rebar. As you're traveling up here into the northern section, I think both of you get into, well, Brinnoa Heights is kind of the affluent sector of the city, so you get some much more sprawled out kind of estates, and then you all are moving towards through Devasho and Sprouts, like an industrial part of the city, towards this reactor. And there's a good deal of devastation, but in the northern suburbs it becomes less evident. Maybe every once in a while you see a burnt house or some downed trees, but for the most part just overgrown lawns are the only thing marring these beautiful estates. Right, let's first do Devasho and Sprouts. What do you want to do with your privates? Do you want to keep them with the vehicle while you ascend this tower and try to get a read on what's happening at the reactor?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So
yeah, Tyler, what are you going to do with your privates?
So I just knew someone wasn't going to let it go. It was just like, we could all just let this one pass by unspoken.
Patrick, you want to make them lieutenants just so we don't have to keep making that joke?
No, you can order them around. They are your privates.
Come along, Captain.
Do with that what you please. I have stats for them and everything.
Asha, keep your privates in order.
Oh boy.
Let's see.
Whenever the GM takes a long time like this, you know that everything is going just fine.
Well, you guys threw a little bit of curveball at me, but I've been around this GM game, long enough. I know you guys are going to mess up somehow, and I would take advantage of it.
Surely the book literally says, in this part, the group should come to the conclusion that splitting the parties in their best interests, they should send probably around 2 players to this area. I think that's how they write. I'm glad Jabert's muted because he's just criticizing me the entire time. He's so upset. He's so upset, guys. Listeners,
you could read lips.
Yeah.
I'm just over here like that. Nothing has ever worked like that.
Oh man,
I mean, I'm excited to try it. I mean, I've never done something like this before, so first time for everything.
Well, I think as a podcast, not only do we provide entertainment, but educational exptions to our listeners.
True.
Yeah, what not to do.
Right. I've never been TPK'd twice in one session. So.
Why don't you make me a perception check to try and observe from like the outside of the reactor what's going on?
Oh, you came to the right Trox. Oh, I really wish Sprouts had come in more clutch than that.
Yeah. Rolling a 2 is not the greatest.
2 on the dice.
Right. I think you still beat me no matter what I roll, though.
There you go. Not bad. That is indeed a beat. So yeah, you're having difficulty seeing. There's I can tell you there's no smoke or anything that would suggest that this place was in immediate danger, looking on the outside here. But unfortunately, you also don't see any soldiers in the immediate area. Nobody.
Or vehicles.
Yeah, well, they landed, pretty far outside the reactor in a smaller ship and kind of hoofed it over here, with some protective gear. The only thing, Sprouts, you see with the 23 is there seems in front of this main building's entrance to the observation side of the reactor, where the team was supposed to enter from. You see a corpse, a body lying kind of at the entrance.
Sprouts looks at Devasho and says, "This doesn't bode well."
No, I do not think that we can just investigate the two of us. But if the team that was sent here has been killed, then I worry for the stability of the reactor.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That's why I wanted to come here. So he sees the corpse, and we're still outside of the reactor in general, right?
Yep, you're viewing from afar.
So, Tyler, do you think we should try to go ahead and get our bird's eye view first to assess what's going on over there and kind of balance the priority here? Or should we be a couple of jackasses walk in?
How much
I've wanted to say, "Hi, this is Sprouts Marlowe. Welcome to Jackass."
Yeah, I know.
For a very long time.
Well, that would certainly blow our presence here. I mean, it's obvious that there are swarm components around. We don't see any. I mean, the corpse is either the radiation levels are. Well, can we tell the condition of the corpse, Patrick?
From afar, no. You'd have to get up on it.
We're gonna have to slink up. And so to get our little bird's eye view, is that like we're climbing an outside ladder, or are we gonna have to go inside anyway?
You can climb up to get this view from there, but to interface with any computers, you'll have to go to the observation post, which is attached to the reactor site.
Ooh. Do we have?
Would it be?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to try to sneak up and check out that corpse, but it screams
you ain't sneaking
trap.
Nowhere, friend.
Well, no, I'm gonna be. You're gonna sneak up. I mean, it just screams trap, right? It's just please go check out this dead guy because you're about to get snacked on. But
it's on the edge of a parking lot. You can drive the brush stalker, the hover vehicle up to there, and like I said, you've got a couple of soldier backups, and there's a heavy weapon on the vehicle.
Oh yeah, we have red shirts. Hey, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Are you gonna make him go check out the corpse?
Mr.
Sprouts. Yes,
Mr. Sprout, sir.
Okay, wait. Let's drive him a little closer. I know I said a lot of stuff about these full red shirts that are about to get just totally iced, but man, that's cold.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna drive. We're gonna kind of drive closer and send Kevin to go check out the dead body and report back on his condition.
I hope this level 2 character has a lot of ranks in medicine.
Yeah, anything useful. At least two.
I mean, mostly it's going to be a perception check, but mainly we want to see, did he die? Does it look like he died of physical wounds or possible radiation exposure?
I don't have any medical background, sirs.
Well,
Does he have a
was he stabbed with claws, or does he have burns? That's what we want to know.
Oh boy, that's asking a lot. I'll do it, sir. Of course.
Yes.
So we hop in there and just kind of ghost ride the whip.
Yeah. While we're driving, Devasha will, telepathically communicate to everybody in Commander Najiri that it appears that the unit that was sent it has sustained casualties,
so
we cannot locate them at all.
Yes, you can send that message up to Najiri, but if you try over regular comms, you're not able to get the other hover vehicle. You have to use your psychic powers that Thresh has bestowed upon you to get in contact with them.
Then we will do that. So you guys hear from Devasho that indeed there seems to be foul play, but we have sent Kevin to investigate further.
Sprousing Devasho's excellent adventure.
Wait, who's Kevin?
Kevin is about to be the MVP of this entire campaign. She can't hear you. You didn't link with him. Nice try.
No, Kevin, get out of there.
Tell Kevin to come back.
Listen, it's Patrick's fault for using like Starship Trooper art in the episode before, and
when you evacuate the nuclear reactor, do not leave Kevin behind.
I will not leave Kevin behind.
He may cause many shenanigans for the wet bandit swarm.
Hilarity.
Good call.
As you, the Brinnoa Heights team gets to the location, the address of this so-called matchmaker house, supposedly a lovely manor owned by a pop star here on Susquehanna. You see the front property, the trees in front of this once carefully manicured estate, kind of destroyed and broken in parts. And as you drive up, there is indeed a large U-shaped driveway. Do you want to drive up the driveway?
No.
Yeah,
I want to
know what you said.
Drive on by.
I want to try to hide and, stealthily go to the house without them knowing that we've arrived. I feel like driving into the driveway might be, a dead giveaway.
Okay. Do you want to leave these soldiers behind with the vehicle somewhere they can pick you up if need be, or?
Yeah, like a getaway car.
Yeah. So maybe a block away and move by foot.
Yeah. That sounds good to me. Does that sound good to you guys?
Do not worry, Devin, and Evan. We will protect you.
Oh, do I have to write these down? Oh, no.
Please do. We have Jevin, Devin, Evan, and Kevin.
Should I just keep the engine running over here, or should I come with you? Okay, I'll keep it going.
How is y'all's stealth? Do y'all have good stealth?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Echo, you want to keep the engine running with me? Yeah, I've got like a stealth of +3, so if you want to just, hang out with me in the car, that might not be the worst idea, but...
Zinnia would recommend that, how about you guys go on foot, and I will fly up in the air where I can stay a little more hidden, hopefully, and maybe observe a little, kind of scout ahead a bit.
Yeah, I'll try to make use of the bushes. I imagine there's like shrubberies and like, this is like sort of a suburban landscape, right? So there's like bushes and trees and stuff and hedges.
And it's the rich people's landscape. So
so
you
they
have
like the
highest quality of bushes possible to hide.
Do not get caught by local security.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't hide your privates in a big bush.
Oh yeah, this is real.
Boy.
I'm so glad Loachwork called us.
Particular rank of
private. Evan, don't don't kill me, and Private Jevon, so much life to live.
Can we call them like ensigns? Aren't they? Is that like the same thing?
It is not. It's private. Great. Zinnia, just for funsies, but you tell me what your stealth bonus is.
26.
That's decent.
That's really good. I'm going to roll that secretly. A little private roll for just me.
Wait, you're rolling for the privates?
Oh! If you want to take them with you, yes, but
please don't.
No.
Private Evan has the light up sneakers on, which are not part of the uniform. But he's wearing them because that's what his kid gave him before he was shipped out.
And Jevon's wearing Heelys, so we're
Jevon's wearing Heelys, off-road Heelys.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
As you get up to this address, Zinnia, you see the stone manor house to the south, past this driveway. Some wide steps leading up to an ornate front door. A couple of balconies 10 feet above the ground, looking out onto this driveway from a second floor, where hedges and flowers would be here in the front yard in the middle of this huge U shape. They seem to be torn to pieces, to shreds, I say. They are strewn with the corpses of SDF soldiers, about 20 or so, and among them, just 2 left standing. I'll take us there on the map. A couple of soldiers looking over this carnage. A human looking at the devastation, and a human male, and a female face that you actually recognize when you haven't seen since you were last on Suskelin, that of Lieutenant Catharsis, the demolitions expert that picked you up after the bridge was destroyed where Devash almost died.
And these are SDF soldiers, yes, because I've met her before.
Yeah, you've seen her before. They are wearing the same armor modeling of the soldiers that dropped down with you guys at the starport, as well as these bodies on the ground. About 19 dead here. Most of the SDF that were sent out to this location.
Do I detect any swarm nearby within 30 feet because of my hijack?
Nope, not where you're at now. And you guys didn't really see any out here in the sticks out in the countryside either on your way up.
Can I, with my abilities bestowed upon me, telepathically communicate with these people, or is that only with my party?
Oh, that's only with your party.
Okay.
I might recommend a sense motive if these 2 are the only people up and everything else is dead.
Well, I haven't even spoken to them yet. Can I sense motive on a look? I mean, maybe I can.
No, not really. I mean, feel free to make a perception check. I can tell you if you spot anything else going on here.
Okay.
I guess there are no snacks around to sense motive on.
It's a natural one on that, so 22.
I mean, where you're hiding, you're still pretty far away, so yeah, unfortunately, nothing else additional. They are each carrying, I guess they have them kind of slung in front of them, but they're not like actively scoping. They have a couple of sheer and eye rifles and maybe, like light armor, like perhaps what this unit was all equipped with.
Can I ascertain from my hiding spot what these corpses died of? Like, do they appear to have swarm-inflicted wounds or gun-inflicted wounds, or?
Not with that perception check. You'd have to get up on these bodies to make a medicine check. Okay. But, I mean, they are, at least you could tell they're all bloodied. So there was no psychic attack.
Okay. I'll telepathically tell Trust and Echo that a pair of SDF soldiers are here, along with a bunch of dead ones. One of which I believe we can trust.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, are you suggesting that we move up?
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we should engage in conversation with her, but maybe keep our distance and have your gun ready or sword or whatever it is.
So you believe we can trust her, yet also do not trust her at all.
It's a tricky situation, Echo. You wouldn't understand.
I'm not so sure about that.
Right. So you driving up to coming up with the privates as well with the vehicle to this driveway?
Yeah, zoom.
All right, you can pick up Zinnia on the way over, and when they hear your vehicle, they both kind of look over in your direction, wave you down as they see, SDF colors, and they look you over, and Lieutenant Karsarsa says, "Well, thank goodness. Did you get our distress signal? Comms seemed to be jammed, but we tried to get outside of range and make send a message. Did you get our message?"
Yes, it was. If you're referring to the one that Lochwart sent out.
Who?
Lochwart?
The scientist?
Yes. Is he not here?
Oh, we're not sure. There's no one in the house. Me and the private here. We were on patrol when it looks like we were ambushed, but it wasn't the swarm. Who could have done this? As you guys can draw into the driveway here, Zinnia, if you want to take a look. These bodies have been riddled with bullet holes.
It's like you shouldn't have trusted Lochwart.
Were you here when this occurred, or did you arrive after?
We were securing some of the other houses in the neighborhood and heard firing, but we've already checked the house. It's empty, but the signal is still jammed, so they have to be within a few miles. Can we take your vehicle and continue patrol, see if we can find out who did this to our men?
Can I sense motive on this?
Yeah.
I have nothing.
This seems like a great opportunity for us.
Can I as well?
Oh yes, please do.
Because I have nothing in sense motive. So
that's a 40 on Zinnia's sense motive check.
Oh well, there you go, Zinnia. Thank you.
Flat 2.
Somebody's got to do it.
Oh, so good times. Zinnia, as you are like talking to Catharsis, perhaps Trest and Echo don't pick up on this, but perhaps you find it odd. She doesn't seem to remember you. She hasn't called you by name. I mean, it was months ago, but
shoot 'em down.
Can I introduce myself and try to jog her memory?
Yeah. You say your name is Zinnia?
I mean,
it's Lieutenant Catharsis. It's a pleasure to meet you.
We've met before.
Oh, when was that?
Months ago now. I believe that you picked us up after a rather harrowing encounter with a bridge.
Oh, right, of course. How can I forget? You all are Midnight Squad, right?
I don't trust this lady.
Something's weird. I will say, the swarm component in question is like a psychic thing. I have no idea what's happening.
I mean, it could be that, but I have a hive jack. If I should be, I mean, assuming that if they were controlled by swarm within 30 feet, I should be able to hear any kind of telepathic communication between them.
Do you have to be within 30 feet of a creature or just a creature affected?
Ooh.
It's a great question.
Mm-hmm. As you're talking over to her, she says, well, what can you all make some laps of the neighborhood, see if we can find a base of operation for whoever did this?
Yeah, it says members of the swarm, so I guess that if someone were affected by the swarm, that would not show up. I'm still very suspicious, though.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it's the suspicious person's call as to whether or not we just leave or.
Yeah, something still seems to be off about her to you, but it's up to you. What's your call, Rebecca?
Do you think we ought to look in the house? I mean, she says that it's secured. I'm pretty sure we should double check that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to tell her I'm going to do that. I would like to sneak around to a side window and look inside.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in broad daylight in front of her, so if you move away, she says, can can you come with us? You were in the vehicle, right? We could use all the eyes we can get out there. You guys want to make another sense motive check?
Sorry. Yeah, is that an option?
Yeah.
Can I make a perception check?
Yeah, go right ahead.
And I get a bonus to any visual-based perception stuff.
Well, both you and Trest, now that you're, just sitting in the the back of this hover vehicle, watching this interaction play out, don't see anything in the house because all the blinds, all the windows are covered with what looks like a deep red velvet curtains. They've been drawn very tight. So you wouldn't even be able to tell if there were like lights on or inside the house. Zinnia, with your sense motive check, indeed something seems off. She doesn't seem to want to let you, get closer to the house. And as you kind of move to turn your back and maybe give an explanation, she whips out a pistol and takes a shot directly at you. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, no. Well,
we fast forward to the Arc Will react.
The treachery.
The R Will reactor, where sweet Private Kevin Pureheart is investigating the corpse from Estavajo and Sprouts Marlowe. Look over here, and from the dark corners of this building, Kevin Pureheart's got a flashlight looking down at this body and says, I don't know, it's like he's kind of burnt up and mangled and stuff. Something pretty bad went down here, guys.
You should bring the body over to the car.
Oh, it's radioactive. Don't bring it over here.
No, our suits protect us from radioactive, and besides, we can drag this over to somebody who actually knows something about medical science.
The door behind Kevin Pureheart slinks open, and from the shadows inside the reactor, a beast steps forward. A horrific a deformed beast with tentacles.
Ooh, what is that thing?
Claws and horns from its engorged body that seemed full of boils and disgusting fetid flesh. And it, of course, reaches for Private Kevin and goes, to be continued.
Run, Kevin Pureheart. Run.
So dead. We've set up a fun episode next week. Is all I have to say, guys. I'm very excited.
It will be the series finale of Cosmic Crit.
I recommend rejoining your forces together and getting rid of, just maybe hiding your privates somewhere for once.
We'll see. I think Kevin has a story to tell.
Stop sending them to do your dirty work.
KP's coming back.
Yeah.
We'll see. The healer went with the other team. Guys, this has been one of the most fun episodes of Cosmic Crit in a long time. Thank you very much for playing with me.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.
I've got a lot of prep for next week's episode, but we'll see you back here on Cosmic Crit.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Night.
Listening to Cosmic Crit, an officially licensed partner of Paizo Incorporated. The Starfinder role-playing game and adventure paths are trademarks of Paizo. All Pathfinder and Starfinder images are property of Paizo and are used with permission.